Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News.
Forecasts or outlooks for May, I think it's more driven by the first part of May, and it's showing a little cooler than normal, and maybe a little wetter than normal.
Students of the Val-Marie School and local historians spoke to the crowd about Val-Marie and the surrounding area through a heritage fair.
And I also thought it was really cool how there was different trading, like currencies.
Frontier Bowling Lanes in Swift Current was the place to be, as over 200 bowlers participated in the 32nd Annual Ability Bowl. Thanks for joining us here today. An intense weather system has brought much-needed moisture to southwest Saskatchewan. We have more in today's top story. Following a drier than normal winter and spring, southwest Saskatchewan finally received much-needed moisture during a recent storm over the April 28th weekend. A system which included heavy rain and snow, with moisture levels ranging from 15 millimeters in the city of Swift Current to close to 45 centimeters of snow in the Cypress Hills area.
Well, it was a big one. It's what we call a prairie whitewasher. I mean, my gosh, it was certainly an event in Alberta and southwestern corner of Saskatchewan, really south of the Trans-Canada Highway and other parts of Saskatchewan. Nothing really in the central and northern parts of the province, but boy, it was a powerful, what we call an upper low that was just very intense. I mean, it had in places thunderstorms, there was some hail, there was freezing rain, but certainly farmers were delighted because this was the white gold that would really bring good moisture. And the snow at this time of the year is often, it's not like January snow where it's very dry. It's got a lot of moisture associated with it. It is a real good addition to the moisture bank, spring snow. In total, the precipitation was certainly more in Swift Current than you've had in the previous 3 months.
And now as we're into the month of May, Philip says the warmer airflow will arrive much slower than anticipated.
Forecasts or outlooks for May, I think it's more driven by the first part of May, and it's showing a little cooler than normal, and maybe a little wetter than normal. So I think the wet weather will, we're into that period that maybe as the weather systems are changing, you get sometimes more. So you know that June is your wettest month, and May just going to be occurring more in May than in June. But we're calling for May, June, July to be in many parts of the province to be warmer than normal. It's looking like near normal seasonable in the southwestern part of the province. But, you know, the last forecast or outlook has changed a lot. So I'm sure we're not confident or certain as to what the late spring, summer is going to be, but certainly it's going to be warmer than what you had.
The normal daytime high for this time of the year for the Swift Current area is 16 degrees, with an overnight low of 2. History and culture were in the spotlight during a special event in Val-Marie. We bring you some of the highlights in this report. Celebrating heritage and culture was the focus of a full day of activities at the Community Hall in Val-Marie. The day included the Grassroots Tourism Conference, which brought together stakeholders from Val-Marie, Grasslands National Park, and across the region, with an opportunity to network and learn about upcoming events and businesses in the area. Susan Howard was one of the many attendees and sees great value in the event. She and her husband moved to the area from downtown Toronto seeking a quieter lifestyle and now own the crossing at Grasslands, and stresses the importance of such events.
What started as a gathering around a table in the village, in the RM's office, has grown into an event that is not only worthwhile attending, but it's heartening to see each one of us make the effort to hear what each other are doing. And that's absolutely imperative, that we have an opportunity to share with each other what we're doing and have a chance to ask questions, but also just root each other on.
So To culminate the hard work of these students, they were...
And history of the area took center stage as students of the Val-Marie School and local historians spoke to the crowd about Val-Marie and the surrounding area through a heritage fair. One by one, each of the students discussed their projects, focusing on various topics, from healthcare, popular trends of the past, to the people who once inhabited the area. Arliss Hansen is a grade 9 student at Val-Marie School and focused in on the fur trade, a topic which he enjoyed researching.
Well, I'm pretty interested in that myself, and I do quite a bit of trapping and hunting of coyotes and stuff, so I'm involved with it already, and I got quite a bit of interest in that, so I thought I might as well do it on that. I didn't realize how many ships, like every year or almost every day, there were thousands and thousands of ships that sail from the Bay, like James Bay, all the way to like London and areas over there in Europe. And I also thought it was really cool how there was different trading, like currencies. Like for the natives, they would use different beaver currency tradings rather than just money. So that was pretty cool.
While others like Ashley Waldner focused on family history, which involved extensive investigation on her part.
And I chose that topic because Grandpa left the Hutterite colony when he was 16. Most of the information I got from Grandpa, because he lives here, was just like when we're together and everything. And then I went and spent a day at the Sand Lake colony, and I spent an afternoon at Butte colony interviewing Hutterites to get more first-hand information.
A well-rounded day of activities, which also included the showing of the documentary The Story of Grasslands National Park, which Principal Angela Clements says was not only important for the students, but for local residents as well.
For us, when we live here in the community, sometimes we take for granted the Grasslands National Park because it's right out the back door. We don't tend to, go running out there. Yet, seeing other people's perspective and the beauty of the land, I think it helps revisit it for us. And the same thing for our kids, right? They get to see the place where they live through a new lens.
Winners of the Val-Marie Student Heritage Fair will now move on to regionals in Swift Current, further shining a spotlight on their community while sharing their genuine interest in history. The annual Ability Bowl in Swift Current was another success, helping raise funds for Sask Abilities. Frontier Bowling Lanes in Swift Current was the place to be, as over 200 bowlers participated in the 32nd annual Ability Bowl. Throughout the day, the 43 teams showed off their bowling skills while embracing the Western theme of this fun-filled event. Remax of Swift Current was one of the many businesses who entered a team, an event which has become a tradition over the years, while helping to build a sense of community pride.
Since my whole career with Remax, we've been involved, not consistently every year, but we've been on and off with it, and we've been consistent probably for the last 3-4 years. We've put a team in. It's a great fundraiser. It's a fun event to be involved in, and the Sask Abilities does so much for our community that it's just easy to get involved.
The annual Ability Bowl is the major fundraiser of the year for the Swift Current branch of the Saskatchewan Abilities Council, with community donations and other cash pledges totaling over $126,000 this year. Funds which will benefit numerous clients and outreach programming.
And all the funds raised go to Sask Abilities Swift Current branch and Easter Seal, Saskatchewan. So a few programs that it would go to would be our Summer Fun, which is a local Swift Current program. We have about 25 children and youth who attend every summer in our program. And also Camp Easter Seal, which is at Watrous, and it hosts about just over 700 children, youth, and adults each year, free of charge. It's just been so great to see the amount of support you get from such a small city. So it's incredible.
The Ability Bowl in Swift Current is held each April, and over the past 32 years, it's raised over $1.5 million for the Saskatchewan Abilities Council. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.